What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys had a fantastic Easter weekend and that you spent some time with your loved ones, friends, and family. Today, I have another special one lined up for you guys. Don't think you guys are ready for this one. Check it out.
She knows, she knows, and I know she knows, and I know she knows, and deep down she knows, and I know she knows, and I know she knows. Well, alright, alright.
They killed a man at a ceremony
Yeah,
in front of you?
yeah, in front of all of us. He started screaming when they began to cut, but after a while, he died. I'd seen a few killings before then.
Let me get this right now. Are you saying that you saw more than one person killed in that house?
Yeah, I've seen loads of babies killed there, just newborn babies, or aborted ones which were only small, 4-year-olds, any age really.
What little girl?
My little girl, Alex, she's about 4 now.
You mean you had a child?
Yeah,
How old were you when you had that child?
11.
Motherhood at the age of 11.
Never talked
But from what Teresa told her mother, it wasn't the only pregnancy.
What would happen to the fetuses, the unborn babies?
I used to be taken away most of the time, and one time the baby was taken out of me and then killed in front of me. But we were also made to eat it.
You were made to eat your own fetus.
Yeah.
How did they get rid of the bodies?
They had a tub, pretty big, I don't know. A fairly big tub, and they used to put the bodies and bones in there. And it used to go like, fizzy and that.
To think about it, these people get away with this. I mean, she's been 11 years old and she already had a baby. That says a lot. These people is some sick people out here. Yeah.
Fucking kidnap kids, fuck them in they ass, throw them over the bridge. That's how it is.
He said it.
Wake up! They are shipping out hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of body bags all over the country. This is proof that something big is about to happen. Why else would they be preparing millions of body bags, sending them out all over the country in unmarked vehicles, in FedEx vehicles? Why would they be doing this?
One big world stage.
Did you know that every president in America, all 44 of them bitches been cousins, including Obama? Look it up. Obama is cousins to Christopher Columbus. So nobody this whole time has been voting. That's how stupid everybody is. And only one president have not been their cousin and they killed him. I'm gonna let everybody else figure out who that was. And it's not John F. Kennedy. He was cousin too. But all 44 of them been cousins. Obama they cousin. Yeah, he ain't black. He they cousin. But y'all stupid. Y'all believe anything. You're the world in the tree. It's true. All 44 are cousins.
This whole world seems like a really big stage. Seriously.
This is what they want us to see, yo. This is what they don't want y'all to know.
But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing that there should be an area as big as that unexplored. There's a tremendous, so there's a lot of adventure left down at the bottom of the world.
Why do y'all think that they have this map so detailed to even like the coloration of the different waters? We're talking about even the smallest islands of the islands. Make it make sense. Yo, I've been doing this, this content for a long time, and y'all know that. I'm goated at this shit, you feel me? Look at that. Bro, they got Asgard. Y'all know they be putting the truth inside the movies, yo. Y'all know it. Look at that. Everything is detailed down to the brim. These are the maps they don't want y'all to see, bro. Look at the different colors of the water. Y'all know that's like the different depths and everything. And then y'all seen what I posted the other time. Look, all the different names of the oceans and everything. Say it ain't so, y'all. Say it ain't so. And then y'all heard what Emerald Bird said. That was Emerald Bird. For those who don't know, I'm pretty sure a lot of us know by now, but if you don't know, that was Emerald Bird that was talking. One of the greatest explorers of all time, y'all. Tell me, how could it be land beyond this that they didn't discover at that time frame? I want y'all to make it make sense, yo. Wake up!
How many of you are still left-sided, thinking that there's no other continents beyond the ice wall? I firmly believe there is. They're just not telling us about it. So I firmly believe there's more to what meets the eye. What do you guys think?
About why we shouldn't be putting weapons in space. What was most interesting to me was a repetitive sentence that he said to me over and over again during the approximately 4 years that I had the opportunity of working with him. The strategy that Wernher von Braun taught me was that first the Russians are going to be considered to be the enemy. In fact, when I met him in '74, they were the enemy. Then terrorists would be identified, and that was soon to follow. Then we were going to identify third world country crazies. We now call them nations of concern. And the funniest one of all was against what he called aliens, extraterrestrials. That would be the final card. And over and over and over during the 4 years that I knew him and was giving his speeches for him, he would bring up that last card. And remember, Carol, the last card is the alien card. We're going to have to build space-based weapons against aliens. And all of it, he said, is a lie.
But there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason for this. There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions, forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. The game is rigged, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back, so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later, because they own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Everybody's the right to their own religion and faiths. I have mine. But to mock God like that, I'm highly against that.
This is insane. This kid right here got the first ever non-blurry alien footage. I'm telling you, this is some crap. But first, the news is at it again. They are airing a football type UFO thing on the news. You know what it means when they're reporting on something, right? Everyone's trying to say it's Project BB, right? Well, the news says that as well. So obviously they want you to think they're holograms. Wonder why? We'll get right back to the guy's footage in a second. And we'll also go over what I believe they are.
It's not weird, but I just had something pass underneath my wing, maybe.
It's just amazing that it's happening at the time of the Dior bags, which are still in the sky, just no one talks about them no more. Now what you really want to see.
So the alien, and I've recorded it on my TV with a tripod because I recorded on that camera, and I can't get off the disc.
This is just the first clip, but wait till you see the second clip when it's out in the open and super tall.
Can you come out of the grass? No.
Notice how it ran away when he was talking to it. It's right here. He's about to zoom in so you can see it better. And it matches the description of everyone who's been abducted.
Crap. What do you want?
Pretty bizarre stuff.
Man, I don't know what to believe anymore.
I'll come check you out, right?
Right.
Why the bulletproof vest?
Oh, it's not. Oh no, that's just it's in your style. You've been in the can for a while. This is what everybody. That's what all the talk show hosts are wearing.
This is a new thing, right?
Yeah.
See, if somebody gonna do something about it, see,
Right.
technology is so high, right?
Right.
So if you shoot somebody, you go to jail forever. So the kids, you don't want to go to jail forever, right? So
Right.
they got this new thing out there. People sell them all the time. They got this stuff they get blood from somebody with AIDS.
Yeah.
And then they shoot you with it.
Oh,
so
well, that
that's
seems bad.
That's
Yeah.
a slow death.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh no. Okay.
Eazy-E has died in Los Angeles after a battle with AIDS. Eazy-E, whose real name was Eric White, was a member of the group NWA, which helped popularize harsh inner-city rap music.
Man, when I watched Straight Outta Compton, in the movie, I was wondering if he injected Eazy-E with AIDS, or it's just because Eazy was a loose cannon. Eazy, you know, as you can tell by the movie, he had a lot of girls. He's a guy who enjoyed himself. But what Shook just said there now makes sense. That he could have done something too easy. Inject him with a virus or something. I don't know. What's your take on it?
Is the NFL rigged?
Yeah, for sure.
What's rigged about it?
There was a game between, I believe, the Bears and Steelers. There's a video of a referee blatantly trying to trip a player. Several dudes who I've worked for directly said, man, every game is rigged. The White said from the Buccaneers when they played the Raiders. He said, week of the game, coaches come in, pull out all of the schemes they ran all year, did a whole new install. So when you see a team getting smacked like this and they just beat the Lions, why is it when certain referee staffs, when in the NBA, certain players get fouled out and get technicals? It already came out that the referees had it in for Allen Iverson. They used to do things so he would purposely lose. NFL the same way, man. You can't even touch Mahomes. You touch Mahomes, flag, 15 yards, a normal sack on him. Flag, unnecessary roughness. That ain't strange to you?
A guy in Vegas told me, hey, all this is rigged.
It is. On the contract, it say entertainment. On your player contract, man, it say entertainment on there, man. Like the WWE, man. Jerry Jones been trying to get Goodell out of the commissioner's seat for years. He has sued the NFL several times. His team never get out the first round. That ain't strange to you?
It's very strange.
Detail on what I've been through. So basically, I was working at UMG, like I said, for 9 months, right? I was invited to a Christmas party. Now, if you know UMG, if you know where the building is, around the corner, there's a bar. Now, I ain't gonna lie, there was a woman in there that I liked. She was like, yeah, I'm going, you going? And I was like, yeah, all right. You know, there was some higher ups in there. You know, we having drinks. Something told me not to drink because this is what they do. They get you drunk, get all the information they could get out of you and get you to sign these bogus ass contracts. That was one thing that kind of threw me off. So he's like, yeah, you come to the party and I'll introduce you to her. Liz, Joni, and Michelle. I'm drinking like an idiot, which I should have never did. Liz calls me over, says, hey, tell me about yourself. Mind you, I'm drinking beers, I'm drinking vodka, I'm drinking wine. But it seemed like my drink was stronger than everybody else's because I was f***ed up. So she's like, tell me about yourself. And I'm like, what do you want to know? She's like, what do you do? So mind you, then the lady, Michelle, right? And I never really liked her anyway because she had a chain. She had a chain on that she wore every day faithfully. Now, when I tell y'all what kind of chain it was, she had a horns, a canutus chain. And you know what this is? Canuto chain, the horns? She had that in 24 karat gold and she wore it every day. And it was around her neck faithfully. So clearly I knew what she believed in. She's like, what do you do? I'm like, I just work. She's like, have you ever thought of doing music? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I used to back in the day. And she's like, you believe in ghosts? And I'm like, where did that come from? And she's like, just answer the question. Do you believe in ghosts? And I said, nah, I never seen a ghost before. So she's like, do you know about the room? And Chuck walked in there and they had mirrors. They have events and stuff down there, like rappers come in there. Yeah, they had mirrors and candles and all kind of demonic looking shit. Walked the f up out of there. And I said, yo, man, I'm not with that Santeria shit, man.
We have gotten so used to the lie. The truth is uncomfortable.
Hollywood is not really there to entertain you. Care how people feel about the ritual. It's about just following the ritual work. You can fool yourself into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be clear. Oh, these guys are wearing dresses. Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not. It's a weird thing. It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. I knew that both of those things would become popular in the future.
I came to to this house, and they were about to kill a baby. And he killed her. They had killed tens of people. He said, "Oh, wait, what are we doing? Why are we going to kill that baby?" And they told him, because the beast asked for a baby, so we have to give him the baby. He's in prison because he's a killer, but he left the gang because he couldn't tolerate what he was seeing.
So human sacrifice was a part.
Well, in the United States a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of days ago, I don't remember exactly, I saw the news that they were going to kill a young girl.
Guys, that is the president of El Salvador telling you that this stuff is real. You don't get a higher credential than that. He's telling you what's going on, and still people refuse to listen. I wish it wasn't true, I wish it was an urban legend, but this is what is going on. And don't ever think that it just happens in less economically developed countries. It doesn't. It happens in the UK, it happens in Europe, it happens in America, it's happening all over the world.
See, the thing is, if you fight these people, they're going to try to unalive you for sure. These people have money, they have power, they have connections. How do you fight people like this? How? How do you do that? Because this shit needs to stop, man. It's sickening. And it's poisoning our world. Unleashing demonic beings onto this realm. It is bad. And this thing didn't start today. This thing has been coming on for centuries already.
So I started looking for truth and all that, and the New Age really caught my attention, and I recommend no one do it. It's just a gateway for demons to get into your life, because it really is demonic. Demons can put anything into your mind.
It is a gateway to something bad. And I've read the Kabbalion, I've read Corpus Hermeticum, I've read the Emerald Tablets, I've read all these types of books. You know, we've all been lost at some point. But just remember, curiosity killed the cat. You gotta ask yourself, why do evil people at the top colleges and principals, why did Aleister Crowley be so obsessed with Hermeticism? If it's shedding light on the universe, it's not. Like the guy said, that was the gateway for him to becoming a Luciferian. The real boss upstairs doesn't try to deceive you. He gives you the act of free will. And if it's meant for you, your heart will eventually find a path. Just like me. Because if it wasn't for God, who knows, maybe I could have fell into the abyss.
Is she really trying to say this right now?
Katie's saying, what a wonderful world.
That didn't happen. I just had to change my hat.
We've been asking her to sing all the time and she wouldn't.
What do you mean all the time? I didn't see one seatbelt in that thing. Did you see anybody buckled in or a helmet, gloves, anything? Nothing. Can you explain to me how that entire journey was only 10 minutes long, but you went up there, shot an entire music video, came down, made another music video on the way down, only 10 minutes long? Didn't you see cameras inside the whole entire room? Didn't you see them all with a personal camera on them? My name's Nightfall, by the way, and I do this for educational and entertainment purposes only. Not a single one of them filmed her singing the thing she does. Do you really think she was singing in there? Way down, dropping in that thing. How fast do you think they were going, just dropping?
You brought a real-life daisy. Daisies are common flowers, but they grow through any condition. They go through cement, they go through cracks, they go through walls. They are resilient. They are
survive
powerful,
a space
they are
trip,
strong,
too.
they are everywhere. Flowers are, to me, God's smile, but it's also a
This is my
reminder
favorite part,
of our beauty
Let's
and
run
God's
that back.
smile, and also a reminder of flowers here and God's smile and the beautiful magic that is everywhere, all around us, and even in a simple daisy. So to really appreciate it and remember it.
I don't know, maybe.
Covered that song in the past, and obviously, like, my higher self is always steering the ship, because I had no clue that one day I would decide to sing a little bit of that in space. But I think that it's not about me, it's not about singing my songs. It's about a collective energy in there. It's about us. It's about making space for future women and taking up space and belonging. And it's about this wonderful world that we see right out there and appreciating it. This is all for the benefit.
What about the
of
patch?
Earth.
Excuse me, why'd the patch look like it did? Are you kidding?
What do you guys feel about this trip? Because the videos I've watched where they open the hatch that's supposed to be opened by Jeff Bezos from the outside, they opened the hatch, and he said after opening the hatch, oh, she didn't close it properly the first time. I mean, come on. Everything is so fake and staged. And they have all the necessary equipment to fool everyone. And technology to fool everyone, but yet they make such stupid mistakes. Or do they do it intentionally? Just think about it. They have people with money and power, but they still make stupid mistakes. Where we notice that something is off.
Let me tell y'all a true story. Be so boom, watch this video to the end. Jim Carrey, you're absolutely right. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
I don't exist.
What?
So, they're all characters that I played, including Jim Carrey, including
Really?
Joel Barish, including any of those things. They're all characters.
What do you mean by that?
Jim Carrey was a less intentional character.
Okay.
Because I thought I was just building something that people would like, but it was a character. I played the guy that was free from concern so that people who watched me would be free from concern.
Shut up! I get what you're saying. All these movies you were in, all these roles you played, all these different characters. You probably kind of lost track of who you really are. And to be honest with you, we didn't get to even know who you really are. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and I'm just saying what Jim Carrey said. But what Jim Carrey said kind of makes a lot of sense. Shut up! All these movies. You don't know who you are after all those movies. Shut up! You watched 20 of them, 40 of them. Jim Carrey has been in multiple movies, playing multiple roles. You start to lose track of who you really are. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game out here, guys. You know what time is it. Shut up! This is how it is when you're in HW. What, you think you're just gonna play one role in a movie? Shut up! I almost said it. But I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'll tell you one thing. If I ever see Jim Carrey in these streets, and I show him that same thing he said, and he agrees with me, you're right, bro. Who was the reason for this?
How you guys doing? So I just figured out the meaning behind all these symbols. We obviously know at this point it didn't happen. We have the truth. It doesn't even matter. But one thing that does matter is why they did it. And it's sketchy. I also want you to know, these are the meanings that they want you to believe. Aisha's target star for navigation and focus. This is for her space background and her mission precision. The only thing precise about that mission was how fast they opened that door. This is Flynn the Fly. Why would you even pick that as your thing? I guess that's the main character in Lauren's best-selling kids book. My name's Nightfall. I do this for educational and entertainment purposes only. Alright, so we know the easy one, the firework for Katie, whatever the hell her song was. This one's for explosive creativity and influence. And we all know they got real creative on this one. So the next one, this Gale of Justice right here. Obviously the symbol for balance. This is the only one I actually kind of like. It's also supposed to represent law and human rights. This one right here, this is Amanda's personal patch that they gave her. Next one I want to talk about is this one right here. See this right here? This is supposed to be Gayle King's microphone shooting star. So it's supposed to represent her career in music and broadcasting. That looks like an asteroid to me. This one's supposed to be a film reel. I don't get that. Do I just not know what a film reel looks like? What is that? It's supposed to represent like storytelling or some bullshit. This is the 7th symbol, the random one. This is supposed to represent new beginnings and mystery, hidden knowledge. I think something came back with them. Check out the video about the hidden feather too, parts 1 and 2. You imagine they go through all this trouble for what?
Hold up, Michael B. Jordan? I knew it. What? I knew it. Ain't no way.
Tell us who you play and who's the better brother.
I play Stack, and of course, I'm the better brother. You know, I'm a little bit more ambitious. I can dress a lot better, as you can see, and a bit more of a charmer and talker. I get the business done.
No way.
You know, son, it's gotta take them damn shades off. For business, boy, can't even count. I'm clearly the better brother.
It's not a game. It's CL time. So that's the name of his new movie with his twin brother, Sinners? Oh, no, you didn't. You know how it goes down in HW, guys. 2 for 1 special. Shh, shut up! This is gonna be an interesting movie. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just letting everybody know that Michael B. Jordan is now coming out with a new movie called Sinners. And he seems to have somebody in the movie that looks just like him. Maybe his twin brother, or it's just special effects. You know how they do. Get ready. Michael B. Jordan is one of my favorite actors. Let's not forget that. This dude can act for real. So now I'm wondering who's gonna act better, him or his twin brother? I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm out.
Man, I never even knew I had a twin brother. Does he have one?
Something is definitely not adding up. And I'm gonna be the one to say it. Somebody gotta be lying. I was watching the live footage from when the capsule came from space. Y'all gonna see it too. But somebody that was in the capsule opened the door, opened the hatch from inside the capsule, y'all. So when the door opened from the capsule, a lady that was standing by Jeff Bezos ran over to the door and said something, probably like, don't do that. You can't do that. It's showing. Don't open it. Don't open it. But it was already too late, y'all. It was on live feed. But you know, they still had to try to play it off somehow. So the people from the live crew that was talking was like, Jeff Bezos is about to open the door from the outside. He about to open the hatch. And then Jeff Bezos went over there with some little key or whatever. And then he act like he was opening the door when we all just seen that the door opened from the inside. That's not supposed to happen. You cannot open that capsule from the inside. It's pressurized. It's closed from the outside and locked and sealed. So how did they open it? Somebody on that jump opened it. So you mean to tell me they got blasted up in space, they did their little space shit, then they came back down falling probably like 700 miles an hour to hit the floor and for one of them to unbuckle their seat and open the door from the inside? So it was never sealed? Am I missing something?
Yeah, right. That's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. As I said, this one was gonna be epic. Those of you who haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Like and subscribe to my channel, and let's build this channel from the ground up. See you guys in the next one.